pa 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 ella, ella, pa 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 ella,
Hi there, and welcome to Locally 101. I'm your host, Rena Wilson, and here on Locally 101, we show you the best of California. Whether you're searching for unique destinations, authentic experiences, or high-quality services, you'll find your inspiration right here. We're coming to you today from beautiful Encinitas, a quaint beachside town which was recently named among the 20 best surf towns in the world, and still carries the historic vibe of the Highway 101 beach culture. In today's show, we'll discover a group helping kids love reading. We'll go inside a historic attraction at Balboa Park. We'll strum along with guitar enthusiasts in Orange County. And we'll learn about a beautiful place to meditate. But first, you know that summer has arrived in San Diego County when it's time for the fair. This year's fair begins on June 11th, and you won't want to miss any of the pet-tacular events, concerts, and food planned for this year's extravaganza. Here's a sneak peek.
The San Diego County Fair only happens one time during the year, and it's only here for 20 days, so you don't want to miss it. We have had this theme in the works for 2 years, and we are really excited to be able to present to San Diego County the Summer Pet-tacular, where we will be celebrating the bond between humans and their animals through the whole run of the 20-day fair. We've partnered with San Diego County Humane Society, which is really exciting. They've helped support this theme. They're going to be doing demonstrations all day long, every single day of the fair. We're going to have all kinds of education about animals and breeds and behaviors and why it's important to adopt an animal from your local shelter.
This is a turkey wrap bacon leg.
I think the fair is where you're allowed to indulge. We feel like the fair is a great place for you to experience those new things.
I love creating and giving the public something different. It's an art form and I love it.
I'm Chicken Charlie. We are here at my restaurant, Chicken Charlie's Table in Rancho Bernardo, and I can't wait for the San Diego Fair.
What makes Charlie such a great concessionaire and a partner to work with is that he's not afraid to go outside of his comfort zone to bring us new ideas. Last year he brought us caviar on funnel cakes. He's put ramen in burritos, done all the crazy things that you might not traditionally see elsewhere, but at the fair, it's the perfect place for those types of items.
I love the San Diego County Fair and everything about it. I work all year to try to create fun food for the public to come and try out.
A good reason to come to the fair this year is we are offering a $15 meal deal. About 30 to 40 vendors have agreed to participate in offering an entree, a side, and a drink for $15. And that promotion runs all day, every day of the fair.
We have an amazing entertainment lineup. Back for the first time since 2019, we are bringing back a concert on the grandstand every single night of the fair. We have 20 shows during the course of the fair, and it is the most diverse lineup. We have country, we've got a classic rock act, we've got Foreigner, we've got some pop, we've got rock, we even have EDM for the first time ever. We have R&B. Every Sunday we feature a different Hispanic act. We've got reggae. We've got it all this year, so you definitely want to go to our website, sdfair.com, and check out which shows you want to attend. We have also some brand new rides that are going to debut at the fair this year. We've got a giant swing tower, which is brand new to the United States. It just debuted at the Florida State Fair, and it's coming to San Diego this year. It's taller than our Ferris wheel. It's so high. So for the first time since 2019, we're offering a season pass to the San Diego County Fair for $65. You can come to the fair unlimited every single day of the 20 days, the hottest ticket in town. Or, brand new this year, we're featuring the Fair Fanatic Pass. So for one price, you can receive not only unlimited admission to the fair, but a whole bunch of perks along with it. There's lots to see, eat, and do all 20 days, June 11th through July 6th. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Get your tickets online, sdfair.com. Be there or be square.
So many reasons to get to the fair this year. I can't wait. You can pre-order your tickets and parking on their website, sdfair.com. Now, if you're into guitars, either to play or just to listen, you should plan to spend a day at the legendary Amigos Guitar Show. And while you guys go check out those cool guitars, I'm gonna order my Fair Fanatic season pass.
We're at the OC Fair and Event Center in Costa Mesa. Got the Amigo SoCal World Guitar Show. We did our first California show in 1993, I believe at Pomona and San Jose, had 2 shows. Anything musical, guitars, amps, drums, microphones, violins, banjos, mandolins, vintage, new, old, rare, used.
Now we sell new, used, and vintage. We do it all, and I love them all. But something with vintage, especially something with a story, people get more excited about. And there's other people that'll argue that an older guitar, particularly acoustics, will be better, superior. They'll sound better because they've aged more. And some electrics, sometimes you'll pick one up and you can't quantify why, but there's something magical about it. And that always happens to be a vintage guitar.
I've never been in a room with this many vintage instruments, and kind of just like the mystique, the magic, how many hands it's been through. You know, there's just that kind of mystery of, you know, where has this instrument been?
Traditionally, they've done as well or better than the stock market or whatever. I mean, this is kind of a known deal. This is going to rise a certain amount each year, and the really highly valuable stuff usually outpace other investments that people could invest in. So it's kind of an investment deal. The 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s are the golden years for almost every brand. After that, it's some of the companies make guitars they make collectible just by limited editions, you know, but it's not the same.
The look and wear pattern on a guitar, something that's been loved, played, and has a story. Like I said, I don't even know what the story is, but somebody took the time to personalize this guitar. The neck is all worn down and was clearly played for years and years and years. Somebody loved it. Guitar players in particular, we're a rare breed. If you ask any other instrumentalist, somebody plays violin, somebody plays piano, how many do you have? 1. Guitar players, how many do you have? At least 5, maybe 10. I have 30 at home. There's something about it, and I don't know why we do that. One of the reasons is I can convince myself that I'm building a toolkit. There are different sounds and different feels from one guitar to the next. One will have different type of pickups. Maybe you keep one in a different tuning, but there's something about collecting that brings us in.
I've always dreamed of having a specific guitar, and now I'm starting to, realize that. I can own it for a little bit, play it, share it with other people, and then sell it. People want to play instruments that are the sounds that they heard growing up. So they are drawn to guitars that the Beatles played or Jimi Hendrix, and a lot of guitars that are, priced at a premium are because a famous guitar player played them.
There's historic stuff will always be of value. Fine art is fine art, and there's just something about the old ones that feel better, sound better, and play better than the newer ones.
The stories those guitars could tell. There will be another Amigos Guitar Show at the Orange County Fairgrounds this September, so mark your calendar right now. On the other side of the break, we'll learn about an organization helping kids discover a love for reading. Stay right there. Welcome back to Locally 101. Learning to read is a vital part of a child's development and a skill that remains important throughout a person's life. The San Diego nonprofit organization Words Alive empowers students to become lifelong learners through reading. Because reading is so much more than just enjoying a good book. It's a tool that can change lives. Take a look.
We have a serious problem here in San Diego. Half of our kids do not read on grade level. If you're a child that struggles to read, you're going to be an adult that struggles to care for yourselves and your families. Words Alive is a nonprofit that focuses on connecting children, teens, and families to the power of reading.
Esas preguntas, ellos se ponen a pensar.
One thing that we know is for you to be a successful reader in school, you have to see grown-ups reading. And so if you think about how we can change the story and how we can excite folks, it's getting big people to read with little people. It's parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, not just teachers, not just something you do at school. What we at Words Alive try to do is bring reading alive, bring those stories alive, bring the role models alive so that kids can see these role models in the community and can actually engage and be excited about it.
It's helping parents be confident in how to read with their kids, how to make the reading meaningful. You know, there are many more opportunities for people to realize what their resources are and what the access is if they can read.
Giraffes can't dance. Las jirafas no pueden bailar. I work with everybody, English and Spanish classes. It's really fun just showing up with the cute kids. But the most important thing that gives back is seeing the way that not only helps create a bond between the parents, but it helps them actually learn things that they can continue doing on their own at home.
Porque hasta los 3 tengo otra niña, entonces luego me dice, mami, a leer. Entonces en las noches, cuando ya tengo diario leyéndole, entonces ella él mismo va y agarra y me dice, mami, leer.
She asks more questions, she feels more secure, she's more independent. That's what it makes her do it.
Pues realmente estamos aprendiendo juntos. Este programa para mí es nuevo, estamos empezando y pues vamos a aprender día a día. La verdad es muy divertido y aparte pues la convivencia con tus hijos. En este caso, mis nietos.
There are a lot of different reading levels so that when you get to high school you have some students that are really strong readers and other students who really struggle. These books are curated for our students by Words Alive. And Words Alive knows our students. They're talking to our teachers all the time. It's a really powerful, powerful partnership that we have with Words Alive.
Families are doing the best they can with the materials and the resources they have, as well as schools and teachers are. And unfortunately, not all schools are funded in a way that allows them to really maximize their impact and provide children with the attention and the resources that they deserve. So it really requires an all hands on deck movement to support literacy in our community. The financial support of the San Diego Foundation, I mean, it's paramount in our ability to carry out our mission.
As a nonprofit, having the San Diego Foundation here and knowing that the San Diego Foundation cares about the families that we serve is the best thing for all of us. And we're so appreciative of that.
Our mission is to inspire enduring philanthropy. We rely heavily on donors and partners to support the work at San Diego Foundation. That allows us then to fund nonprofits who are doing remarkable work. So our 50 and Forward campaign is really a celebration of our 50 years of partnership with the San Diego community. We are working with all of our partners, our community donors and corporate partners, etc., to bring in more money so that we can award more money and celebrate the great work that's happening in our community.
What an incredible program. You can find more about Words Alive on their website, wordsalive.org, and explore the wide range of organizations that the San Diego Foundation supports at sdfoundation.org. When we come back, we'll learn more about this beautiful place. Stay right there. Welcome back to Locally 101. If you've driven through Encinitas, you've no doubt seen the Golden Lotus Towers of the Self-Realization Fellowship, or SWAMIs, as it's known by the locals. We're inside the gates today in the meditation gardens with Brother Ritananda to tell us a little more about this remarkable place. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
So can you tell us a brief history of the beautiful center here?
Yes. In the early 30s, Paramahansa Yogananda would either have business or just to relax, come down to San Diego, and this used to be called Noonan's Point. They would have picnics here. Then in 1935 and 36, one of his church members purchased the land and built what is our hermitage for him as a gift, a place where he could retreat and get away from the heavy demands of his life.
These gardens are spectacular. Can you give us a history of the gardens?
Well, at first, Paramahansa Yogananda used it as a retreat, but the public gardens were opened in 1937. And he did it as a means to create an oasis, a retreat, where people could come for 5 minutes or 5 hours and leave all their earthly responsibilities and worries behind and really put their mind on God, on calmness, on peace.
That's incredible. I mean, you can definitely feel that energy in this space.
Yes, we hear that a lot.
The gardens take a lot of time and energy, I would imagine. So who manages all of this? Who does the gardening?
Well, we manage it, but we have about a 3.5-man in-house crew of monks and a couple of employees, and then an army of volunteers. And that's how we maintain it now. There's always too much to do, but the beauty you see is due to those willing devotees.
And how can the public come and visit this incredible space?
Well, the gardens are open to the public Tuesday through Sunday, Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. No reservations needed. We average about 350 to 400 on a weekday, over 1,000 people per day on a weekend.
Are there any rules about silence or talking in the gardens?
Yes, well, the best way to think of these gardens is as a wall-less temple. So the behavior that's appropriate for a temple is appropriate here. We don't ask everybody to maintain silence, but speak in hushed tones, because people are trying to meditate or journal or introspect or pray. And so hushed tones, quiet, and try to keep the kids as well behaved as possible.
Well, thank you so much, Brother Ritananda, for talking to us today. We are so grateful for your time and for sharing this incredible space with us. We definitely will be back to enjoy this beautiful, peaceful energy. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll take an inside look at one of the most unique attractions in historic Balboa Park. Stay right there. Welcome back to Locally 101. Balboa Park is home to museums, gardens, artists, and many stories of San Diego's past. One of those pieces of history is an instrument that is still being enjoyed today. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson himself lit the pavilion to launch the Panama, California International Exposition, and the Spreckles organ has been amazing music lovers ever since.
The Spreckles organ was donated to the city and people of San Diego by John and Adolph Spreckles. This unique organ contains more than 5,000 pipes, ranging in length from the size of a pencil to 32 feet, and is the largest outdoor pipe organ in the world. Every Sunday afternoon, year-round, the sound of the organ resonates through Balboa Park during the weekly free concert.
I usually come here on Sunday afternoon. I just ride my bike over here and enjoy the concert. You never know what's going to happen, but you know it's going to be interesting.
Like my predecessors, I am the 8th in 104 years. It's my life. That's what my life is about. My life is about preparing music and getting music ready for them. Music happened to be the way humans communicate in a non-symbolic way, in an emotional way. So there is no way you can have humans without music. That never existed. I play Broadway music, and then Johann Sebastian Bach, and then some early Renaissance, and then late Romantic, and then something from the novelties or something really modern like Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen or things like that. So I mix different styles, so all people who like music get together. There is a little bit of everything for everybody, but that's the idea of joining all together on music as an art.
With more than 10,000 moving parts, the organ was a technological marvel when it was built more than 100 years ago. It remains the king of instruments today because of the impeccable care it receives from its curator.
The doors are open after the concert. People can come on stage, look at the console, talk to us down there. They can come up the stairs here and look into the organ, see the pipes.
Different shapes of pipes make different sounds. That's why there's so many of them. The more pipes being played, the more volume you get. The pedals open up louvers and pipes.
We are actually inside the wind chest. Austin, the builder of this organ, is unique in that it has a walk-in wind chest. We're underneath the pipes. So above my head are valves that above each valve is a pipe. If you look in there, you can see the toe of the pipe up there. And so each of these valves, when you play a note, when you play a key, this moves. So really the organ is a big box of whistles. There's something about hearing music live that's much more exciting than hearing it coming through earbuds or through loudspeakers. This is the real thing.
It's just a fabulous way to spend the afternoon.
This is free. It's a great reason to come out to Balboa Park and spend the afternoon.
You're in San Diego. Beaches are everywhere, museums are everywhere, but you will never be able to see something like this.
There's something about the sound of the organ that you can feel all the way to your bones. You really need to experience it in person. Well, that's all we have for you this time. Be sure to follow us to keep up with everything happening here at Locally 101. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see this and all of our shows. I'm Rena Wilson, and I'll see you next time here on Locally 101.